Hi, this is Justin with More Business Today, and in this video I'm going to cover images. Adding and editing images in your site is something that you'll have to do pretty often, and so this is one of the key things that you'll want to do. And adding an image, we'll start from scratch with adding an image here. We do add element, and then you can drag over an image. It automatically loads up the place, the place image box. By default, it goes to the gallery, which has a bunch of photos that are legitimate for you to use. And then also you can go to uploaded, and those are the images that that you've uploaded previously, or you can upload an image. And for uploading an image, you can drag a file right onto here, or you can say choose file, and you can go to wherever your images are and upload a file. For the sake of this project, I'm just going to choose one from the gallery. And I can hit done. And that's adding an image. That's pretty easy. When you click on it, one of your options is replace. So swapping, we could swap out and do a different image in like 2 seconds, like that. Another thing that you can do, and I'm not going to get into every little nook and cranny of this because there's a lot that can be done, but you can actually go in here, and once you have this open, so let me go back and just make sure you, in case you missed that, you click on it and you choose edit, and then you can actually choose edit in here, and it will give you a little mini editor that allows you to do different things. The most common thing that you'd want to do on this is add text. So for adding text, we just have to click on it and type. And it lets you choose the text color. Whatever you do, you don't have to highlight it. It's going to affect the entire text there. And this is pretty basic. It's not super complicated. Again, you have your standard colors. In this case, it's just standard colors that don't really relate specifically to your theme. But you can also click on the color wheel here, and then you can click on the side, and you can drag around the circle to get different colors. A lot of times you're going to use like white or black, depending on whether it's a dark or light text. And I'm actually going to cancel this, so if I apply it, it'll change the image. I'm going to cancel it because I want to show you something else here, which is you have stickers here. Oh, stickers. So here's a good example of something you might do. So here's a sticker, and this little arrow here lets you both rotate this is like a speech bubble, and also when I drag it out, it gets bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. Now the reason why I'm showing you this, let me close this one, see what other ones they have here. See if they have a shape in here. Draw lets you probably freehand draw too. Yep. I go back to the stickers here. So what I was looking for is something that you could put below the text in order to make it stand out more, which you could do with the stickers with just that one, you know, with a speech bubble stick or whatever, but it would have to make sense for what you're doing. I don't think the square, it's not solid inside, so anyhow, the big takeaway here is there's a lot you can do. You can do effects. Also, you can change the color schemes, kind of a la Instagram. You can apply these filters to things. That's a pretty cool little filter to make it look really different. I clicked over at focus, and the focus is really basic because it just allows you to, let's say we wanted to focus on the cup of coffee. It just makes the rest of it, this stuff, blurry. And then it also has a square one, which, so again, you play with these. You can also adjust the brightness, which again might be handy if you're putting text on it. Oh, crop is something that you do. The frames are okay. They're not great. Let me show you the frames real quick. I don't think they let you, there's no way to adjust the thickness of the frame. So that's the main issue I have with the frames. But there are a bunch of different frames that you could use. I should note too, I guess, that it may seem obvious, but if I want any of these effects to take effect, I have to hit apply. I'm hitting cancel because I don't want them to. Crop is something that you're going to use more often, and it lets you do a ratio, which is nice if you have a slider. A lot of times we'll use a 16:9 ratio, and so it'll automatically crop it that way. Now you can still drag it up and down, and that's what you'll do a lot of times is crop it, and then you'll drag it if it's not pulling in the information or it looks like it's cropped weird. But you can also do just standard crop. You just draw this in. You can drag these buttons. It's going in a ratio right now to a square. 3:2 is what it currently is, apparently. But yeah, so you can see you have a square. And that's a lot of times what you'll do is you'll want to crop it for a square. You want to crop it for a 16:9, so it's more narrow. So those are the common things that you'll want to do. It's funny that they have 6:4 and 3:2. Those are the same, but anyhow, so that's and 5:3 is very close to 9:16, obviously as well. But the cropping is useful if the image is taking up the wrong amount of space or something. Then you can crop it. I guess I might as well do something here. I can crop it. See, if you don't have the locked dimensions in, then you can drag this any direction. As soon as you select one of these, it highlights this away. And when you do original, then it doesn't have it on there anymore. So you have to hit custom if you want to really do something custom. So let's say I want to crop out. We'll just crop it all the way to the coffee cup here. Just be really different. And we hit save. You can see it's there. Now, if I want to change the size of the image, I can change it as a percentage. You can switch over to pixels. It'll show you what the pixels are if you want to do it that way. You can also add a link, so you can make this And that would be helpful if you were adding logos, for example. You'd want to make it a link. And when you can watch the video on links for more information about links, but in a nutshell, you'd hit link and then you'd hit website URL, put in the website URL. If it's an external website, you'd check this box so that it would open a new window. And it's a good idea to put in alt text, something that describes the video or the picture, not anything else. Then done. There you go. So that's deleting a picture. Really easy. You highlight over it, click the X. And like I said, replacing a picture, you just click on it and choose replace. Add a picture. Drag it over. Oops. I hit the button too many times. That's how you add and edit images. That's all for this video. Thanks.